Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Druuill Nation. Let's get right into it. Don't let negatives toxify your life. You only get one. You need as much peace as possible. Protect your energy. Don't let negative people toxify your life. You only get one. You only get one life. You need as much peace as possible. You need peace. There may be people who don't feel that way. There may be people who threaten your peace and put it at stake. But you have to choose distance when it comes to people who want to disrupt your peace. And this could be anyone, this could be anywhere. Where you work, where you stay, where you live, where you go to do things at. When people try to come after your peace, they are spiritually attacking you. And you can't stand for that. Your peace is too precious. You put a lot of time into yourself. You put a lot of effort into you. And you can't stand a chance of somebody trying to disrupt that. That's why you have to protect what's yours. You have to protect your peace. You have to stay away from negative people and make sure that your energy is always good. Because they could ruin things for you that used to be good. You don't want anyone to ruin anything for you. You don't want anything to mess up something for you. You don't want anything that used to be good. Oh man, I used to have so much fun. I used to be able to enjoy myself. You don't want situations like that. I used to be able to go do this and go do that. You don't want situations like that. I see you trying to read that stuff in the background. Focus on the video. Don't let negative people toxify your life. Life is precious. And unfortunately, there are some people who are toxic. And they don't bring any positivity to the situation. Some people will see you be positive and be negative on purpose. And that's never good. Those are the people that you get away from and stay away from. Because they're targeting you out. Not only are you targeted as an individual, but then when you think it's all good and you think, oh, all right, I got away from that, from the people that may have been gang stalking me or people that may have been targeting me as an individual. Now you have people who will target your peace of mind. You have people who will target you energetically, trying to throw you off balance, trying to make sure that you don't have a good day. Don't let negative people toxify your life. You work hard to create good experiences for yourself. That's why you go to work and deal with people that you don't want to deal with. That's why you create that business for yourself to get you away from those people you don't want to deal with. That's why you take risks and take chances, because what is there to lose? I'm already in a situation that I don't like. I'm already in a situation that's pretty much as worse as as bad as it can get. Instead of asking yourself, how worse can things get? Ask yourself how better things can get. If I take a chance on life and I take a chance on myself and I take a chance on protecting my peace. Making a move in life to make sure that my energy is good and uplifted and can stay where I want it to stay. You have to work on yourself and continue to raise your vibration. You got to make sure you're up. And when things come to bring you down, you have to make sure you know how to handle yourself. When you handle yourself, other people will be a breeze. It's so easy to handle other people when you get you down pat. early on, you're going to think, oh, well, if these people would change or if they would behave differently, that'd be nice. But you don't need that. You don't need anything outside of yourself to change for you to be happy. You don't need anything outside of yourself to change for you to feel good. Now, if you want to change environments to raise your vibration even more, that's up to you. But the level of happiness that you can obtain on the inside, you can even raise that up no matter where you're at. That's calling heaven down in the midst of hell. That's not basing your faith off of appearances. If you're basing your faith off of what you see, it could potentially make you feel low. It could potentially make you feel like this is the end. It could make you feel like there's nothing else out there. And that's what a lot of people do. And unfortunately, they want to do that around you. They want you to live in that reality with them, to where they're upset, where they're toxic, where they're negative, where they hate themselves and they hate life. They want you to live in that world with them. But you couldn't be there if you tried. Your vibration is not there. Your wavelength isn't there. Your frequencies don't vibrate on that level of life. You worked on yourself and you raised yours. You raised your vibration. You changed your thoughts, which changed your energy, which changed your frequency. You think different. You talk differently to yourself. You communicate with your mind, your body, and your spirit in a whole different way than these people. Down to the cellular, molecular level, you're operating differently. You are operating differently than the people who are toxic. And that's why you have to protect yourself. It's like a child, basically. You wouldn't want your child to grow up around the wrong people because they could potentially be influenced by those people. You don't want your mind to be influenced by the wrong thoughts. You don't want your cells to be influenced by the wrong vibration. You don't want your energy to be influenced by toxicity. It's all about protecting you. It's all about being brave enough and bold enough to put yourself first. You may have to walk up and excuse yourself and get out of some rooms. You may have to leave some people and not see them as often. You may have to get up and get out of some situations and dip and with no explanation. Doesn't feel right, I'm out of here. Some people will be that way on purpose. You need as much peace as possible, especially in the world that we live in today. You need peace. You need peace. It's vital for your survival. And if you have to acquire that peace, making a change, make the change. It's all about protecting yourself. If you have to acquire that peace by doing something different, taking some risks, doing some things that may look scary, do what you got to do. It's all about peace for you. It's all about making your life better. Your ego will try to make you think that it's the end of the world when you go to do something different so you can have something different. Don't listen to it. Your intuition will alert you and let you know what's wrong. Your ego is what tries to make you think something's wrong before you even go there, before you even make a change. Oh, well, your ego wants what's normal. Your ego wants what it's comfortable with, what it's used to. Don't let your ego get in the way when you're trying to protect what's yours. You may have to venture off and go out to some other places to protect your peace. You may have to go on a quest for peace. You may have to go on a mission for peace. It's all about protecting you. You need as much of it as possible. And you can't take any L's. You can't take any losses when it comes to putting certain things before you and maintaining certain things so that way you can be comfortable. Comfortable will kill you. Comfortability will kill you. Comfortable will kill your dreams. Comfortable will kill your peace. Well, I don't know anywhere else, or I don't know anyone else, or I don't know anything else, so I'll just stay here. I'll just do this. I'll just keep working here. Where else will I find a job this good? Where else will I be able to find a place to stay? Put your peace first. Putting your peace first is putting God first. God loves when you put him first above anything and everything, so that way he could bless you with something bigger and something better. He could bless you with more peace, more satisfaction of life, more life to live, more goodness to experience, more wealth. Could be monetarily, could be on the spiritual level. But I guarantee if you have it on the spiritual level, you'll be able to have it physically, monetarily. And if you have it monetarily and physically, you darn skippy, darn tootin', you'll be able to have it spiritually and mentally. And that's what it's all about. Peace can even come in the form of currency. The more money you have, the more peaceful you are. Screw more money, more problems to solve, maybe. More money, more peace. Wherever you having the problems at, you can get up and leave. You're not running from them. You're not the ones with them. It might be others trying to create them for you. If it's a situation like that, get up and leave. And even if it is you and your problems, you can't run from your problems even if you try, because wherever you are, there you're at. Go check out that book. Wherever you are is where you at. That's a reread for me. I'm about to go check. I'm about to go check that out. Is wherever you are is where you're at. And instilled some great, amazing things within me, within this. And without peace, you can't instill great things within yourself. Without peace, you can't work on your craft and get things done. Without peace, you can't even think straight. People have, things and situations, and even people sometimes will have you going crazy if there's no peace. You'll even have yourself going crazy if there's no peace. In any situation, if you can't think straight, you need to get out of it as soon as possible. You need to plan, create a master plan, involve God in it, pray about it, and be out. Even if it's I don't know if they're going to hire me, but you know what? I'm going to find something new, and as soon as I can, I'm out of this job. I'm gonna look for some new places. As soon as I can, I'm out of this place. I'm not staying here another day. I'm gonna make sure I have something, make sure I got some stars aligned, make sure I got some things lined up in alignment. And sometimes you just gotta throw caution to the wind. Even when things aren't looking like, man, I'm just out. If it's that bad and you feel you're being pushed, you feel you're being guided to go. Some good things will happen to you. Some great experiences will happen to you. Some amazing things will happen to you. Just make sure you keep that in mind, and make sure that you're expecting the best. Make sure you don't leave expecting a mess. That's why you take yourself with you wherever you go. So if you are searching for peace, if you're looking for a new job, you're looking for a new place to stay, don't expect the same people to be there. Don't expect the same things to be there. Empty your mind several times a day. Empty your mind several times a day. Don't put old thoughts back into your mind that don't serve you. Don't put old stagnant, negative energy into your future. Don't bring that into your future with you. They treated you there, maybe they'll treat you different over here. Expect the best. Don't expect the worst. What you see is what you get. What you expect is what you get. If you go to that new job with that old attitude, you're going to start bringing the same characteristics out of the new people from the old job. So now the new people are going to be treating you like you were at the old place. And I know it's not my fault. That's why you have to let things go. That's why it's important to let things go. When you hold on to things, when you hold on to certain resentments and negative energy, and you expect certain things from people, it could be new people. It could be a new place. It could be a new environment. you're going to end up bringing those same energies out of new people. That's why you have to rework your mind and tell yourself different things, so that way you can get exactly what it is you want. And that's why you only think about what you want. That's why you have to control your mind and kick them old stank negative thoughts to the curb. Leave them outside. Let them wash away in the rain. Don't let negatives toxify your life, whether they're outward negatives or whether they're inward negatives. They could be the negatives in you, or they could be the negatives in somebody else. Don't let any negatives toxify your life, whether it's you, whether it's somebody else. It's still bad for your health. It's still bad for yourself. You only get one life, so you might as well work on your mind and think as positively as you can. Positive thinking is not for the birds. Positive thinking is not just to say you're positive or to be different from the people who aren't positive or to be better than negative people. Positive, you are, what's it say? You are transformed. Look at God. You are transformed by the renewing of your mind. Allow yourself to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is why you don't tell everybody everything. This is why you keep a lot of things to yourself. Things that you want to do, things that you want to be, things that you want to have, you keep them to yourself. Just saw a video the other day. This girl got talked out of something by her negative, toxic friends. And I just saw a video about someone telling people not to tell people about what they're going to do, because you get on the person said you'll get on the phone with your girlfriends. He was talking about a girl. He's like, you'll get on the phone with your girlfriends and hey girl this and hey girl that, and they'll hey girl you right out of your opportunity in life. And if that's not what her friends did, her friends hey girled her right out of a new opportunity in life. She had everything lined up for her. She was gonna get the help she needed. Some random money came into her life. Look at God. So she got blessed with some random money. Everything was lining up for her. And what did she do? She went and she just had to tell somebody. Jabberjaws, chatty patty. She just could had to let the air out the balloon. Couldn't just keep it to herself. She just letting all the hot air out the balloon. If you got a hot air balloon and the air escapes, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to slowly gravitate right back towards the earth. You're not going to be able to reach your destination. Don't let negatives toxify your life. Keep all the negatives away. Anything that's negative, don't entertain it. You got some old thoughts coming to you. You got some thoughts coming to you. Well, I don't know how this is going to work. Kick it to the curb. If you're thinking, I don't know how it's going to work, start thinking how it's going to work. See, the mind is easy. It's hard at first, but once you start to see certain things working out, and okay, all I have to do is tell my thoughts what to think. All I have to do is know how to think. All I have to do is know how to use my mind. If you learn how to think and you know how to use your mind, you're able to stay positive, regardless of what people are saying around you. Might be some possessed spirits speaking some negativity. You could, nail it to the cross, baby. Nail it to the cross. And you might hear some negative stuff. Might be some spirits speaking through some other people. Might be some monitoring spirits. You don't know. Might be some negative outside. Might be some negative inside. Might be some negative spirits trying to tap into you from the spirit realm through your bloodline. You can't do that. Yes, I can. That's not going to work out. Yes, it is. You're not good enough. Yes, I am. And you keep telling yourself positive statements over and over again and reworking your mind. When somebody could not want you to be at a job, somebody could fire you from a job, but the one thing that they can't take from you or make you quit or make you give up on or shouldn't make you give up on or tell you can't come back to work and do is working on this. You could work on this with a job, without a job. You can always work on this. And when you work on this, it'll lead you to possibly some better opportunities than where you was working at, or whatever you were doing, or wherever you were living at, or wherever you were, or whatever you had going on. As long as you keep control of this and you keep the negative thoughts out, things will work out for you. Tell yourself that even in the midst of hell, you have to call heaven down. There was people that were in the Bible that were in the worst situations, and they called heaven down. Even when Christ was on the cross, he called heaven down. He was calling on God right from there. He was calling on his divinity right from there, calling on a heavenly mind state right from there. And I know you ain't going through nothing worse than that. They may be persecuting you. They may be making things hard for you. They may be being negative and toxic. You got to call some positive things down. You got to call down a new vision, call down a new thought process, call down a new mentality. Call it down. Call heaven down in your life now. No matter how bad things look, you may not have this, you may not have that. Things may be looking terrible. God will create a way for you in the wilderness. A way will be made for you. He'll create a way for you in the wilderness, and he'll make streams flow in the desert. He'll make water flow in the desert. We're living in different times today because actually water is starting to flow in the desert, but that's a whole nother video. Things are changing and rearranging, and they're supposed to be doing the same thing in you, and they are. And that's why it's best to think positive, because you don't want to get caught up in a negative mindset when these changes and these shifts occur. You want to be thinking as positively as you possibly can. You want to be thinking in abundance. You don't want to be thinking lack and negativity and all those horrible things that don't do anything for you. A negative mindset won't do anything for you but make your experience in life worse. What can go wrong? And then the person's car break down and all the wheels fall off and the engine fall out the bottom of it. What can go wrong? And then the person lose everything, and you see them sitting on the curb with their stuff in boxes. What can go wrong? When people say that on TV, everything goes wrong. You ain't never seen one person on a TV show say, what can go right? And everything go right. Well, since your life is like a movie, why don't you be the character that says what can go right? Why don't you be the character to detoxify your life of negativity? Detoxify your life of negative thoughts. Detoxify your life of negative people. You only get one life. Your ego will tell you it can't happen. Your ego will tell you you're not the one. Your ego will tell you you're not enough. There's people with less intelligence, less skills, less looks, less everything than you, and they still went out there and made it happen for themselves. They didn't know nothing. Didn't look like nothing. People looked at them and didn't think they'd ever be nothing. And they didn't let negativity toxify their mind. They protected their energy. They protected their outlook on life. They changed the way they view things. Hey, you know what? Screw what they're telling me. I think something different. And I think whatever I think it can happen. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you right. You both right. So why not go for the better? Why not go for the better? You may have never thought that way before. You may have thought that was just certain. You may have just thought that was something people said. You may not have put too much faith in it, but you gotta have faith. What is faith that's untested? At some point in time, you're gonna have to test your faith. You may not be sure about it. You may not be all the way in it to win it. But guess what? If you keep going and you don't give up, then all you did was gain some more experience. What's the best that can happen? What can go right? Create you a new mindset today, and don't let negatives toxify your life. You only get one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. I see you trying to read that paper behind me. We out.